Welcome in the Yin Yang concept. I'm Nikos and Yin Yang is my Formosa long kill 46-foot catch. Based in Piso Livadi Paros, we run daily private tours in summer and when season ends, we explore the endless islands of Aegean Sea. This is the 2025 expedition to the South East Aegean. We're wandering between remote uninhabited islands of Southeast Aegean, where the only other humans we may encounter are fishermen taking advantage of fair weather. After spending an awesome day in our familiar little rocky heaven, we continue to the southwest to discover another hidden unknown gem. The weather forecast predicts light northwesterlies that will pick up to a breeze by midday, therefore our plan is set to motor towards the first stop and continue by downwind sailing to the second stop for the night. As those waters are open without any shelter from wider island masses, even the lightest wind will leave a swell to ripple the surface. Hence, we are rolling and pitching as we motor for 20 nautical miles until we get protected once we're close by the northeast coast of the rocky island. While our stay in Astypalea, a kind fisherman that is familiar with those remote coasts gave us helpful insight to approach and secure the boat, as the wild landscape is also shaping like the seabed. Deep, steep waters close by the bold rocks, exposed to most of weather conditions, and some safe mooring lines secured by those brave fishermen can save a boat if found there in harsh weather. After inspecting the otherwise hidden moorings, we continue our exploration, aiming in the wider bay on the southern east, where a huge mooring buoy is discovered, obviously placed by fishermen to secure themselves when the sea is roaring. We would much like to step our feet in this pristine land, however, despite various attempts, the rock coast does not seem friendly for a mad mooring while time runs against us. Therefore, we will stay in the anchor for a while to take rest, cook for the evening, and mostly admire this wonderful, though bold, landscape.
Nah. So we are this midday in one of those endless remote islands of the Aegean Sea, uninhabited, far away from civilization, on a wild pattern full of wilderness and of course uninhabited. Those islands apparently are here for a reason. They have their own ecosystem, they have their own very natural balance, and some of them are being called the Galapagos of Mediterranean. They seem bold, they seem nothing else apart than rocks. However, their reason for being here is by Mother Nature, and for that and only reason we should not put our finger in here. Humankind unfortunately believes that has the power to touch everything and the right to touch everything, and some people believe that everything is being translated to money. This maybe is called development. To my belief, such places, such unique places should be remained and preserved intact and pristine for the next generations. They were here before us and they should be here after us. So we better only admire them, better leave Mother Nature do what she knows better, and that should be it.
The clock is ticking and the wind, as predicted, picks up, which should also build some seas. The swell from last evening's south easterlies remains active and the boat is rolling a lot, despite the otherwise normal weather conditions. We will have to sail more than 22 nautical miles to the southeast to enter a wide bay that should provide a good shelter for the night, for which, however, the charts are poor. To approach safely then, we need daylight and slow speed for finding sand bottom to drop anchor and ideally friendly rocks to secure the mooring lines astern. Before we enter the bay, tired from the long day and anxious to ensure a safe anchoring for the night, the phone is bringing some bad news, affecting the most beloved persons in our life. And then we have to wait for medical updates while the cell phone signal is lost in the remoteness that we are. After an endless hour where daylight ends, rocky coast and seabed do not provide any approachable sight. Signal is lost and closest port is more than 6 hours away. We eventually manage to secure the boat and run to the cliff summit in search of mobile signal. Thankfully the signal is found and the news have turned better, leaving a sigh of relief and only will to eat and sleep after all. The next morning everything looks better and sun is warming us up for a lovely stroll until where we can reach. Wild remoteness that matches beautifully with the blue sea create an environment to delve in Mother Nature's arms. Thanking God for being there is the least to say when we realize that life is beautiful and we're blessed being able to live it alike.
This is Sunday morning. We are in another remote island of the Deccanese. After some good 45 miles covered yesterday on a quite rough passage from facing swells from the south and wind waves from the west, so the boat was rolling a lot. Made a stopover in one island and came to overnight here. By late evening it was not that easy. We made a mid mooring after quite few attempts. The rocks are not that friendly. Definitely we overnight and Yin Yang waits for us there. We are here in this awesome environment, aligning with nature. Only distraction, baby flies. We don't like them, they like us, they don't mind, so who wins? Guess. And a lovely day ahead, October in Aegean Sea. awesome, quiet, and inspiring. The day ahead has 20 more miles to the east for a so to say relaxation day. For the time being, time to go down.
If you like our content and wish to support us continuing alike, please do subscribe in this channel if you haven't already done so, turn notifications on to be notified for any upload we make, and mostly press like button as the algorithm seems to seriously consider it. It is totally free and will assist us more than you think. In the next episode, our expedition takes us to the northwest of Karpathos Island and the unique Tristomo Bay, where we will spend a superb evening, meeting old friends, hiking in special trails, and crossing a strait we wished for the last 30 years.